Up next, we have Adam doing a type 5, and on deck is Drago.
So, just a disclaimer. Hello? Just a disclaimer, I came here for the free food. Now I know what you're thinking, Adam, there's no free food here. I was convinced once I signed up, they would whisk me away to the backstage, where there would just be rows of cakes and pies and tacos. And that did not happen. But I have signed what I have to assume is a legally binding document, so you're all stuck with me here for about 5 minutes. Fortunately, since this is a free event, none of you can hound me after the show for refunds. However, just to be safe, I will be having security walk me to my car after we're done. What's that?
Security.
What?
There's no security.
Okay, so this is going to be a loose 3 we're going to do tonight. No more type 5. I recently got back from a trip to Japan, the highlight of which was a little trip to Nara. It's where all the deer just wander around the streets. You can buy deer crackers to feed them for like $2. It's super cheap. And they will swarm you like moths to a flame. Or like attention-starved young adults to anyone filming a TikTok in public. And I told my mom about this experience, and she'd only seen like the social media clips. She'd seen the deer bowing and being super respectful. So she's like, well, they're so well behaved. I guess in like her mind, because Japan is a polite society, that somehow like ingrained itself onto the deer. Which is like a crazy thought, because imagine if the stereotype about American deer was that all they did was remake old movies. You know, The Sound of Music, Deer, Evan Hansen, the Christmas classic Elk, starring Tom Holland instead of Will Ferrell this time. The live-action Bambi remake, which I'll be honest, I Googled to see if that was a real project, just to see if this joke worked. There were so many clickbait articles and so many fake trailers, I still don't know. I'm really worried about how difficult it's going to be to like sift through disinformation once AI actually gets good. See, I'm a creative writing major, so I am always cognizant of the fact that there's just a complete chance AI renders me entirely irrelevant. So when I got advertised a chatbot, I was like, sure, I'll check it out, you know, out of professional curiosity. And also because I'm really lonely. But let me tell you, AI cannot pass as a human. It has no ability to detect social situations. It thinks it's funny, and it's not. It has like a terrible memory. You know, maybe on second thought, I shouldn't be the one levying these accusations. But the deer, they're still wild animals. They're pretty vicious. I got bit several times because I was too slow at handing out crackers. I don't blame them. I don't hold it against them, honestly. I mean, not even the worst job performance I've ever received. Adam somehow does not realize he's not funny. Also, his body has a weird shape. Thanks, Dad. I just wanted to know if my lemonade tasted good. But I sent a message to all the people who I went to Japan with on a group. They didn't come with me to Nara. And I said, for the low, low price of $2, you can experience what it will be like to survive through a zombie apocalypse, which is a good experience to have, just in case, you know, for whatever reason, society collapses. Which is a joke that has upsettingly become more relevant every time I've retold it. Another one of the victims of the deer was this Japanese high school student. While I was handing them out, he'd run out. The deer either didn't agree with that fact, or they disapproved, so they were chasing after him. So I saw, and I took a deer cracker, and I threw it, and I spun it, and it went right between him and the deer, and it curved left, and they all turned away from running from him to run after the rice cracker. It was one of the coolest things I've ever done. And no one I've ever told that story to has believed me. I see it in all your eyes. You're like, this guy, he's never done a cool thing. His body has a weird shape. I bet that's why he's wearing the hoodie. Also, his lemonade sucks. Thanks. That wasn't the end of the joke. People ask me, Adam, are you ever going to go back to Japan? I say yes, so I can record myself doing that cracker throw and prove all of you wrong. But I mean, honestly though, it is an incredible experience going to another country. Lots of things happen that make you realize stuff about yourself. Every day, I'm grateful that getting bit in the ass by a deer didn't awaken anything in me. Thank you.